참가번호 14번 김수민.
At age 23, I participated in a pageant. And after months of competition, I was crowned Miss Korea 2018, and it changed my life entirely. Later on, I learned about male pageant in South Korea and wondered what a pageant is like for men. What made you participate in the male pageant?
I was inspired by you, actually, when I was in the military.
By me?
I don't think you would have expected a guy to be inspired by your pageantry. Of course.
Oh my, I'm so honored, but how so?
I read through your article and your interview, and I realized how short my 20s were, and I really wanted to make the most of every last thing that I could do. So I wanted to look for the male version of the competition, and it turned out that there was one, and it was called Mr. International Korea.
Ju Young-lee recently won the third runner-up at the International Male Pageant, Men of the Year 2022, as a South Korea representative. Mr. International Korea was first organized in 2007 and launched in 2013, along with the fast growth of the male beauty industry, an industry that reached over 1,000 billion Korean won in 2021.
South Korean men are the largest consumers of skincare products in the world. So the Korean term konminam describes the flower boy, which the more femme-appearing man. That you see a lot more in the younger generations. And they not only wear makeup that's marketed towards men, they wear makeup that's marketed towards women.
Mr. International Korea and Miss Korea appear to be similar in terms of eligibility. Applicants must be unmarried, in the age group of 18 to 28 for women and 18 to 31 for men, with a high school diploma or higher. The participants also practice speaking on camera and taking part in interviews. But there is a noticeable distinction in how they measure beauty.
First would be how physically refined you are, which would mean muscle definition, being very lean, but not as lean as a bodybuilder, lean enough so that you can see all the different muscles. Think of Abercrombie model is what they're trying to look for.
Mr. International Korea claims that being physically fit is necessary to move to the next round. It contributes to 70% of the final score. As a result, one of the most important aspects of the competition is the underwear competition.
It was quite the experience, wearing very tight underwear and doing a little walk and a little pose and a smile at the end.
On the other hand, Miss Korea modified the physical evaluation process. The swimsuit competition is now off the table for women.
항상 지적되어 온 여성의 성상품화 논란에 있어서 이런 수영복 심사가 저는 가장 문제가 되었다고 생각을 합니다. 그 여성을 점수화하고 수치화해서 평가한다는 어떻게 보면은 이것이 저는 가장 문제였다고 생각을 하기 때문에 2019년부터 미스 코리아는 수영복 심사를 폐지하기로 하였습니다.
Then why are men wearing underwear when women went through years of criticism to get rid of the swimsuit competition? It seems to me that wearing underwear went even further than swimsuits.
We've had a conversation about women's body image and eating disorders for over 40 years now. So we've had 40 years of conversations of criticism of how women's bodies are projected in public and all the harm that does to young women seeing it, even older women seeing it, the social comparisons that they see. This is the thing that I have to live up to, but we don't have the same necessarily conversation going on for men. A lot of the conversation is kind of stuck in it's not as bad for men and we can neglect this conversation.
Mr. International Korea was once in a lifetime experience for Lee. It also helped him to secure a job in finance he has long been pursuing.
It helped me stand out from the crowd. So it was a talking point for a lot of the interviews, and I was able to get offers. And that's why I'm wearing a suit as a college student. I'm in LA right now, and we just had an investment conference yesterday.
But beauty has its consequences. In a professional setting, sometimes you're not taken seriously.
I'm very data-driven. I'm very serious about my work, but sometimes they will use, a lot of people professionally will use my pageant title as a foothold to kind of belittle me, talking about how, oh, this guy must go out and go drinking all the time, or he must not be that serious about his studies, or the entire list of comments. To be honest, behind the scenes, it has been very tough. I've been getting more backlash than praise.
It's also something that I could resonate with. Before landing my current job, a journalist, I worked as a TV host in South Korea. Some event organizers would ask me, "Are you sure you can handle this?" We discussed serious issues with prominent speakers. I tried not to take it personally, but hearing that was tough. The pageant title can give you an edge. It can open doors to new opportunities and make you a competitive candidate for jobs. However, it can also be a double-edged sword.